open, but still a penalty. So could you give us your view of, because you had the privileged view of that moment?
Yeah, so I control the ball. I just try to shoot quick as possible, and then I saw his arm a little bit away of his body. That's why I asked for the handball. And then the ref gave to us, and then we score.
And how's it been under Liam? Because you've played as a 10 and you played as a 9, but what are the differences that you felt so far?
Yeah, I think now he's gonna use me more as a 9, but in the build-up I can be a 10. So yeah, I just try to do my best for the team. And Liam, he's the gaffer who always electric, always want us to play with intensity, and I think this has helped us to win the games.
Yeah, it's sure working well for you, scoring and player of the match.
Organisation at the back, really, a little bit of a mix-up. You've got Brennan Johnson taking the kick. He's now in a defensive position here. Tyrick Mitchell here. Canvo on the side. He's in an attacking position initially, but this pass just... God knows what he's thinking there, really. But the position of Mitchell, as Gary mentioned at half-time, is just so poor. But from Estevao, it is brilliant. He doesn't even give Mitchell an opportunity to think, should they make a tackle or not? Because you're always thinking, aren't you, in that situation, red card. So for him, absolutely fantastic. And Gary to finish.
Yeah, I agree. Like you said, he's just taking it away from the defender. It's so difficult for the defender to get tight, to get any sort of challenge in there. But yeah, sloppy goal from Palace's point of view.
And then this was a well-taken goal by Joao Pedro. Cambo actually played him onside in the build-up to this, Gary, as well.
It was, yeah, showing composure there, Andy, the chop inside. And I think I've been there myself in Wharton's position. When you turn big and you turn your back on the ball, you just lose that yards, and it ends up that he's 2-3 yards away. And it's a simple finish with Joao Pedro. I thought it was excellent second half.
Let's look at the penalty then and the build-up to it. And Darren, England giving this. Now, we are told, Jamie, that if the ball is going goalwards and is going in, then that's why they give accidental handball and a yellow card. Because the fact that we are told it's heading towards the goal, so it negates other factors. We have been told that.
We've been told that. It reminds me a little bit a couple of weeks ago of the Verts one at Fulham, where they tell you that it's right and the lines are a bit thick, and think, oh, this is the first time I've ever heard that. And it almost feels like the first time I've ever heard that situation there. And also the yellow card. I mean, listen, whether okay, if they're saying that that's in the rule, okay, fine. It does hit his arm. It does stop the ball going towards the goal. So, okay, give a penalty. I don't understand why you get yellow carded for. I mean, what's he supposed to do? But, so, I mean... You know, they'll say if it was deliberate, a red card, yeah. But if it's not deliberate, we give a yellow card. It's just either a red card if it's deliberate. Yes. If it's not deliberate, the's no yellow card.
Because you can't do anything about it.
Nothing. Ridiculous.
But in the laws, they say, well, non-deliberate is yellow. But if you don't know you're doing it, how do you get punished for doing something that you don't know what you've done, if that makes sense?
Honestly,
bizarre, Gary.
I don't like it. I didn't like it at the time. I don't like it when I've seen it back. Now, there's certain angles that don't back up my argument. There was the fact of, from a defensive point of view, you're asking me to close you down as a striker with my arm here. It has to be, because if it's here and it hits the body first and then the arm, surely the arm's in a natural position is my argument. So you're asking me to defend you like this. Yeah. If you don't take the shot straight away and you move the ball, I'm having to shut you down and move like this. It's so unnatural. I wasn't happy with it, to be honest. I don't think it was a penalty, but as you've just read out.
And then we hammer defenders, don't we, Gary? If they're there with their hands behind the back, then we hammer them for constantly walking around like that.
But there's a situation to block the ball where you might be a little bit like this. If you don't shoot first time and move the ball, then do I just keep running around like this? It's so unnatural. It's unbelievable. You naturally come out to block the ball. If his arm's here, I understand. The fact it's hit him here, or on the side, sorry, on his hip, and then hit his hand, is so harsh from my point of view.
John Terry be knackered playing now, wouldn't he?
The also fact of the matter is Chelsea were 2-0 up at that stage, and Liam Rosenior can take a lot of comfort for how they dealt with that second half, Chelsea.
Chelsea, very good second half. Yeah, I was impressed second half. They stepped it up another gear. They controlled periods of the game. They were tidy on the ball, which is what I said at half time. I was hoping they would be, and yeah, credit to Liam Rosenior and the Chelsea team. You know, another 3 points in the league for them.
I suppose if Oliver Glasner's going to take anything from this, is 3-0 they didn't give up and they were still trying to go for it. And even when they pulled one consolation back, they were like, let's go again, Jamie.
Yeah, I was speaking to Gary. We've been in that situation ourselves as sort of defenders where you're cruising and all of a sudden it feels a little bit panicky once this goal goes in. I mean, the goalkeeper's furious with Enzo Fernandez because he ends up on the floor and trips him up. That's who he comes running to here. Look, I mean, it's just listen, that's the frustrations. He wants his clean sheet. As I said, we've both been there as defenders, but you're not hanging on, but it's a little bit more nervous towards the end of the game, but that's natural.
And Oliver Glasner will be furious, you would have thought, with Adam Wharton's second yellow card because of the next game that he will miss.
Yeah, I think it's Nottingham Forest, isn't it? They play next, and when you start to look at the table, that's looking like a very important game for Crystal Palace. He's on a yellow card, he knows he is, and as soon as you go to the floor, go to the ground, you've got a huge problem. There wasn't a lot of contact in it, but as I said, the referee's got no option.
2 yellows in 5 minutes for Adam Wharton, so big win for...
Tim Howard, Robbie Earle, Rebecca Lowe with you. Well, really good win for Chelsea. That's 4 wins out of 5 now for Liam Rosenior. You have to say it's a decent amount to start making a judgment that he started very well.
Absolutely, and I think Liam Rosenior's pretty much worked out that people are going to have an opinion about his personality, but his job is to win football matches, and he won a football match today. His team were reasonably well set up. They weathered a little bit of storm that Crystal Palace came with, and they had the outstanding individual in Estevao who scored a goal, created another, and is a special talent that he's going to have to manage. But the more you see of him, the better this kid gets.
Could Palace go down?
Yes, they could, because the club is in a position of crisis. I think, Oliver Glasner's trying to get some calm, but if they don't get the spirit back that Crystal Palace are about, I'm not talking about the football and scoring and defending, I'm talking about the spirit. If the spirit goes from this football club, it could be a long sort of second half to the season.
Tim, no shortness of spirit.